Hey guys, it's your boy MJ Gamer back again with another FIFA 20 video. As you can see there on the screen, it's the icon swaps 2 that have just come out, so I'm going to be checking these out in a little bit more detail. I'm going to be seeing which ones I'm going to be going for. Get in the comments below, tell me which ones you're going to be going for. Make sure you smash that like for me and share it with your friends and hit that subscribe button. But without further ado, let's get into it today. So yeah guys, let's have a look at what you actually need to be doing to get these. First of all, so there's 3 and 3 it looks like. So icon swaps online and icon swaps single player, I guess, like I know, like squad battles, I guess. So first set, Bundesliga, win 4 rivals matches using 9 first owned Bundesliga players. Okay, so as I keep saying in quite a few of my videos now, make sure you guys have a Bundesliga team, La Liga team, a Prem team, you know, like at least those main kind of leagues. Yeah, make sure that you've actually got a squad for that. It does actually help you out if you are going for these. I keep kind of making that point. I don't know, like if too many people are doing that, but hope you are. That's like my one big tip right now. Probably people have already done it, but it does, you know, you do see people that just keep the same like massive team. They keep putting, you know, coins into their main team, and that's what it's all about. Obviously you want your main team, but it does come in handy to have even just like a little cheap squad from the Bundesliga, a cheap La Liga, and as well, like, you're gonna get, as FIFA goes on, SBCs and little different things, so then you can get these first owned players in your team. So that's a Bundesliga one. So again, La Liga with the 9 as well, and then so you got 9 first owned in La Liga, 9 first owned Bundesliga, and 3 Lions. So win 5 matches using 11 English players in your starting squad. 4 must be first owned, so only 4 of them have to be first owned. So that's nice, that's good. I think I might just about have 4, I'm not quite sure. Definitely got the Rio from the last icon swaps, so that's good. Jamie Vardy, player of the month, I've got, so I know I've at least got 2 there. If you've got those as well, then that's at least 2 for you there. I think I got a Dele Alli first owned as well, so that's 3 off the top of my head that I've got for that. So that's good, and there's only 3 as well, so that shouldn't take you too long to get those done. Okay, you got to win 4 with that, and then you got to win 5 with that. So yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time to get through them. Quite a few matches there, but okay. So what they want for the single ones? So you want the La Liga, BBVA Mexico, I think that is, so, and the MLS. So win 6 squad battle matches in world-class difficulty using 6 Mexican players on your team and 5 MLS players in your team, or in your, sorry, that's in your squad. So that does that mean not in your starting 11? Because they're very specific when they word things, and they make sure to say starting 11. Usually that says starting squad. Okay, so it might be your first 11 then, starting squad it says. So yeah. Saudi professionally, this is kind of what I hate in a way. Like, they do like the nice leagues here with the nice players online. I guess that's cool because that makes it easy for you to like play online and go against tough opponents online. But then, like, it is really hard to play, yeah, definitely like that on legendary with players from some Saudi professional league and Mexican league and all these like really bad leagues where the cards are like maybe 75 maximum is the card, like they're just about getting into the gold cards. So that's pretty difficult sometimes on the higher difficulties, because you're going to be matched up against you're going to be coming up against teams that have got like their full ultra ultimate team, like Messi's and Ronaldo's. Alright, it's the computer, so you can maybe find ways of beating it, but yeah, it's just that it just makes it that little bit more of a pain in the ass to to do. But yeah, usually offline you can get them done world class pretty easily. Legendary is going to be that the little bit more of a tricky one for you guys if you're not too good at the offline modes and you prefer the online modes. But if you want the best of these icon swaps, then you're gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to push yourself and make sure that you get every last one of these. If you want that player badly, then that's what you're gonna have to do. So let's get into the actual players now, because I spent too long on this. Okay guys, so we're back and we're looking at the actual cards now. So Bobby Moore, first of all, 5 tokens, you need to get him. So 77 days remaining as well. So I'm not too crazy about that sprint speed. I feel like you need a little bit more faster centre back these days, especially like getting into this stage of FIFA as well. There's going to be some fast forwards coming at you. The actual defensive and physical stats though are his best stats. They're really good. Short passing 88, pretty decent. But other than that, he's not great. Freestyle weak foot, 5'10" as well. He's not the tallest. I know there's not too many guys that cross this year, but you do find the odd player will actually put that cross in and sometimes get that header on you. So I don't see this guy. I really don't see this guy. I mean, he's only 5 tokens, so Rijkaard next. Oh no, we don't want to do no. No, okay, right, wrong button. Right, yeah, Rijkaard. So 70 pace and 67 shot. That's not great for the attacking part, but he is a CDM, so 4-star weak foot. That's pretty decent. 6'2", pretty big. Let's go into this. 72 sprint speeds. Okay, that's a bit better. Or he's going to be slower than that when it says 70 pace, but okay. Defending, very good defending. Ball control 87, short passing 85. It's not bad. For 5 tokens, it's not too bad, but there's probably better cards that you could go for obviously further on. So maybe if you've got some left over and you want to just get one, maybe you can get him. Fernando Hilario, I don't know. Definitely, yeah, go for him. Don't go for him, but yeah, don't go for more. Go for this guy if you're gonna go for a centre back. I know he's 89 and he's more, but this guy, he's a lot better. He's a ton better. Oh, I'm doing it again. Alright, there we go. Right, there's his stats. Right, 75 sprint speed, very good. 78 stamina, okay. Strength 85, okay. Yeah, defensive 88. Okay, so there's 79 sliding tackle, but then the standing tackle's like 88. Okay, that's a little bit different. But I said, you know, you get what you pay for. So these lower cards are gonna not be as great as the ones that are like further on, but you will get some that are further on that cost more tokens that are like absolutely terrible as well. So you just got to look out for that. You just got to kind of make sure that you come into these stats and then see. I mean, it's not all about the stats, you know, they can be different in game, but majority of the time you can actually look at the stats and it does reflect a little bit on what they actually are in game. I think actually some of these sort of early ones are only about 200k on the market, so if you have got 200k lying around in your coin bank, then yeah, go and maybe get them, test them out, maybe sell them on afterwards, or do what you do with that. Obviously you can see right there I'm literally spent out with my coins. I haven't got anything. I haven't been playing too much lately, so yeah, we'll have to get back into it again now these icons are out, obviously. This one is a great one. If you haven't done the Footmas De Gea, like I did the Footmas De Gea SBC, and obviously he's absolutely like beast mode. You've got a first owned player there, he's Prem and everything. So yeah, but Van der Sar icon, he can link with anyone. He's 89 rated. He's only one less than the Footmas De Gea, so you know you could pretty much use this for the rest of the year. So it's much better than that Schmeichel goalkeeper they had in that last one. You know, only 6 tokens. So if you are in the market for a goalkeeper, I'd definitely go for this guy, and he will last you like the whole year. If you haven't got like a Ter Stegen or a De Gea, or you know any of those sort of beasts keepers with their like inform cards or anything like that, then make sure obviously go for this guy. He got 6 tokens left over. Well, 6 tokens this time round, as I just went into beforehand. They're probably going to release some like 6, 6 and 6 or 6, yeah, something like that. So definitely go for this guy if you're in the market for a keeper. I don't think I have to really go into too much detail with his attributes. You can just see like 89 rated keeper, 89 positioning, 90 reflexes, 86 handling, 87 diving, really good keeper, 6'6" as well, really tall. Definitely, I love as well, like this year they're making it easier for players to actually go and get these icons, because for me in the previous years I've not really had too many icons at all, like maybe on loan here and there, maybe in foot drafts, maybe in stuff like that, but I've never been really one of those major kind of guys that goes and, you know, trades for coins and gets hundreds of thousands of coins on the market. I've just kind of played the game and open packs and got what I've got. So yeah, I feel like I've got into it more and more this year because there's objectives. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, and I think that's what FIFA should be like as well, like where you're going into just the older players, like, you know, like, because you can play with you know, your Pogbas and the players that are around these days. That's cool, that's really cool, but I'm starting to actually get a little bit bored of that now. I'm like, you know, let's play with the with the guys, you know, from years ago, you know. Let's play with the Van der Sars, let's play Raul next, there you go, Komans and Seedorfs and Pires, you know, like, let's play with these guys now, you know. I might actually look into like getting this on PC, because I know there's like a load of mods going around on PC where you can actually mod some of these into your career mode. So I might look into actually doing that and try and see if I can get a video out about that. I don't know, but I'll have a look into that for you guys. But yeah, if not, I'll just maybe get some gameplay of some of these icons when I trade in my tokens and stuff for you guys. But yeah, I'm going off kind of base now. Let's get into the next one. Royal 10 tokens. Excuse me. Okay, 86 pace, 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. Very good, very good. I have 11. 86 pace, attacking position 90, very good. 88 finishing, very good. Okay, long shots as well on there, 86, very good. Short passing 86, agility 89, balance 90, very good to have the balance this year. 90 heading accuracy, okay. 85 stamina, okay. Jumping, okay, yeah. All round vision 89. Yeah, not too bad. For 10 tokens, very good. So I think some of these, like, they're worth about 200 to 300 ish on the market there, and then it starts getting up to like 500 ish plus on these 10 here. So yeah, definitely worth a go, Royal. But obviously, if you're going to be going and really putting the work in, then obviously you want to be going for more further up. So we'll get into that. So the next one for the 10 is Coman. So sprint speed 78. He's actually got really good shooting and passing, so you could put him in like CDM as well. Like, if you can do that, that's really cool. I don't think there's actually a card, is there, like a position change from like centre back to CDM. I think they should do that. Like, I think they should do that with all the cards, because I think that'll make it actually really fun to do that. Because this is supposed to be a fun mode, you know. It's more arcadey. It's more just about having fun, right? So they should have positional cards where you can actually change people all the way back to centre backs. That would just be maybe it'd just be too crazy. I don't know, but like, yeah. But yeah, like, he's got 80 finishing for a centre back. 80 fin, like, yeah, you can move this guy into midfield, surely. Like, he's decent. He's got 95 free kick accuracy, so you could get him on your free kicks, no problems whatsoever. Penalties, 95 for penalties. Jeez, so you can have this guy taking your penalties easy. Oh my god, yeah, this guy is actually pretty sick. Yeah, not gonna lie, he's actually one of the better centre backs. I mean, maybe you would want to get another one on the market. There are probably like your Van Dijks and things like that, but I don't think Van Dijk's like got shooting like this guy. So I mean, you never know. Like, the ball comes out the edge of the box, your centre back's there. You might think twice about shooting usually, because it's a centre back and you might want to pop it off to someone else. But you imagine if this guy, it gets headed out from the corner, this guy's on the edge of the box, bosh, straight into the top corner. Like, hell yeah! Like, this guy is probably a little bit underrated. This guy might actually do you quite nicely if you're looking for a centre back, or CDM. Yeah, he'd do you. Alright, so next one, Seedorf, 10. So I think this is like his baby one, 85. So 4-star weak foot, decent. 4-star skill moves, high. So a really good box to box. I think this card really good. Got the pace, got the shooting. His defending's a little bit off there at 71 defending. Standing tackle 77. Yeah, so stamina 86. I think definitely though. Shot power 90, finishing only 77. So he's got less finishing than a centre back. then that. I mean, he's got 80 finishing. He's got okay. Alright, fair enough. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'd go for him, but I wouldn't overly be going for him. I think Rail would be good. I think Coleman would be okay. Van der Sar's okay. This Fernando guy's alright so far. Rijkaard's okay, but I wouldn't really bother too much with that one. I think my 3 or 4 right now would be this guy, Fernando, Van der Sar, Rail, Koeman, Seedorf. Yeah, Perez. This is the next one for a winger. He's not got the balance, man. 79 balance. That is absolutely terrible. Not much strength there either at 60, and he's 6'2". So yeah, that's not great. He's got the 4-star weak foot. He's got the 4-star skill moves. Medium though, so that's not that good. Yeah, just he's 91 overall, but don't be fooled by that. You gotta look into some of these other stats. There's some beast cards this year. That's Sissoko card. He might only be rated 81, but he's actually quite meta for what he can do. So don't be fooled too much by the stats and going, I've got to get this card because it's 90 rated. If you feel comfortable with it on the actual game, and when you get into the game and play, then you get another card that's just because it's a higher rated card, and then you get into the game and it doesn't feel quite right, go back to the other card, man. If you're playing better with the other card, then just play with that card, because yeah, it might up your overall and it might be a better overall card with the 90 rated on it, but it's not or 91 in this case, but it's not gonna be, if it's not gonna feel that great, then I wouldn't bother with it. So yeah, I mean, he's got great vision, great crossing, great, that kind of stuff, but yeah, I just hear bad things about this card, so that's 10 as well, so they're all 10. So out of the 10s, I mean, I'd be going for Raul. I think he's the one in it if you want that more attacking. Definitely though, if you want looking for a CDM or a centre back, I would look into Koeman. It's not too bad. I think there's going to be better midfielders, to be fair, but Seedorf ain't a bad shout, but I think there's going to be better midfielders further on. So if you want to work hard on this icon swap thing, then I think there's going to be better midfielders further up. So let's have a look. Nakata. Now this guy's got to be the most common icon ever. I always pack him well, not pack, but I always get him on loan pretty much every year. he's that first card that you get every year on loan. for some reason, or like if there's like a loan icon pack they give you or something like that, like you always seem to end up with this guy. They always like, he's always like the shit one that they just like give you. So I don't know, I don't know how I feel about actually working so hard in the game and then trading in the tokens and then getting this guy. I mean, he's not a bad card, but he's not like like a really great one. So 85 pace there, 84 shot, 86 passing, 5'9", okay, 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, acceleration 87, sprint speed 84, vision's very good, 93. Damn. But other than that, yeah, like ball control 90, shot power, yeah, finishing, oh yeah, that's nah, man. 88 raid and he's got 77 finishing. That's not great. I think, is this his lower card, or is he got a higher card than this? I think he's got a lower card than, I think this might be a medium. I don't know, I'm not quite sure, don't quote me on that. I think he's got like an 86 card, hasn't he? So for this, like, that's not much of an upgrade. Like, he's got 77 finishing. Yeah, I don't think I would go. I wouldn't recommend that one anyway, because like I said, like, that's got to be like the most common card ever. I always end up getting that card in like foot drafts, in just EA give me loans of him like every year. So I just don't see the point in getting out. That's my personal opinion. You might always end up with someone else, you know. It might work out different on your account. You might end up with always getting, you know, some other card. I don't know, like you might get, let's have a look, I don't know, probably none of these ones, probably like in the first icon swaps that you probably got someone. But let's move on with this one. So Socrates again, this is what I mean, we're getting further up, so these are going to be 11 and these are not that great. So you want to look at your rails and that from back here, and your Van der Sars and stuff, I think, okay, that they're actually quite good value. Whereas, you know, you're going up here, you're paying 11 tokens for Nakata, you're paying 11 tokens for Socrates. Nah. He's got a 5-star weak foot, that's all he's got, man. 6'4", like, oof. Okay. Long shots, I mean, he's got much better finishing than the Nakata one for sure. Look, 77 and he's got 84. He's got the 90 shot power, 89 long shots. So compare the two. 90 shot power, 89 long shots. Okay. Penalties 86. Penalties 92. Okay. Yeah, short passing 88. Short passing 88. Vision 87. Okay. Ball control 91. I don't know. Like, I heard bad things about this card. He's not that great in game. So, I mean, 6'4" as well. So, he's got okay strength though. It's much better strength than that Pires card. But yeah, I don't know if I'll take him. Zambrotta, yes, this is the one. If you didn't get the other right back from the last icon swaps, I think it was like Zanetti or someone like that, wasn't it? This guy, he used to play for Barcelona, didn't he? This guy, like this, yeah. I would love to have this card. I'd love to have the really old school Barcelona team, you know, that 2006 sort of squad of Barcelona. That was a sick team. I'd definitely, yeah. I mean, 90 acceleration, 92 pace. Reactions, ball control. Okay, defensive aware 79. You've got the standing tackle 84, slide tackle 82, stamina 90. Wow, yeah, this guy can go. Yeah, this guy can go for days. Yeah, okay. 5-star weak foot as well. 5-star high medium. What's that? Yeah, this guy is definitely. If you haven't got a right back, definitely go for him. If you haven't got a goalkeeper, you can definitely go for Van der Sar, and they will probably tie you over until the end of the game. I mean, I don't know, like, he's only 86 rated, but he's I think he's definitely one of the ones that the pros use for sure. So yeah, those two, I would say, if you haven't got a player in that certain position, I would really look at that. But then, like, with a lot of these icon swaps, a lot of people, if you haven't got that attacking player, then they, attacking players are what they want, because you playing and you working so hard for these tokens, you want something at the end of it, you want something exciting, so you tend to go for the more attacking players. But make sure you got a good defense as well, guys, because this year you're coming up against some pretty tough players, with a lot of pace, a lot of great sort of attacking players, so you need to be able to defend that as well. Luis Figo, the next one then. 4-star weak foot and 4-star skill moves. 90 pace. Again, it's another winger. I don't actually play with wingers no more. And I was like a winger, like back in the day when I played football. I've actually just changed my formation where I've just got the 2 strikers now and the cam behind. So I don't really use the wingers so much these days, but it's up to you if you got that formation and you're in the market for like a right winger. This guy is not too bad, but I heard he's quite sort of not very mobile in game. Not even though he's got that 88 agility, I heard he's not like that great sort of moving in game. He feels kind of heavy. He's got a 79 balance as well, so he's not that great with that, but okay, he could be pretty decent. 89 finishing, and then he's got that really nice pace there, 91 acceleration, so yeah, give him a go. Next one, there we go. Now this is the one, man, if you're looking for a centre back. Damn, 80 pace, 90 on the defending and physical there. 6'2" as well, absolute beast, massive tank. Sprint speed 83, which means he'd be able to keep up with those faster forwards a little bit more. Interceptions, heading, defensive aware, see 91 there, 88 standing, and a 93 slide tackle if you're gonna go for those slide tackles. But obviously be careful in the box, people can be tricky and then you're giving away penalties. 95 strength, man, damn. Yeah, this guy's a beast. Yeah, I definitely would look at getting him. 14 tokens though. 14 token. Gary Lineker, man, damn, 92 rated. Now I used his I think, would it be his middle one, his 89 rated one. My god, his 89 rated one was an absolute beast in front of goal. Like, he was so good for me. Like, he was just unbelievable. Like, I was scoring every single game with him. He would get like 2 or 3 goals. He was amazing for me. He just freaking tore it up. So his 92 card must be even more better, would you think? Like, I don't know, like, tell me in the comments, guys. Like, but his 89 card was absolutely sensational for me. That was at the start of FIFA this year though, but I managed to actually snap him up on one of the loan things. They gave me him like straight away, and he was absolutely just, I wish I had him for more games. He was so good, so good. And then obviously like you look to the market and he's like 5, 6, 7, 8, you know, like so many hundreds of thousands of coins, and it's like, oh man. So yeah, this guy, yeah man, I might actually look at getting him. He might be one of the ones that I go for, just based on the 89 card that I had at the start. He was so amazing, and I do need probably another striker right now, because I'm kind of lacking in the attack. Well, I've still got quite good cards in the attack. I've got that Jamie Vardy player of the month, but I feel like this guy next to him would absolutely tear that up. Very good, 90 acceleration, 87 sprint speed, long shots 86, 88 shot power, 95 finishing, 95. Damn. Ball control there, yeah, like balance only 79. Okay. Strength 79. Yo, I don't know, like this guy, I'll be willing to give him a shot, you know, like 4-star weak foot. I probably would want to compare him a little bit more with the 89 and see the differences, but definitely he's like 92, so this guy technically, this is his prime then? This is like his best one, 92? I mean, he should be like one of the best strikers that you can get for an icon, right? And we're still quite low down, only 14 tokens. So I wonder if he's actually that good in game. Let me know guys in the comments, man, if you think Lineker's good. Alright, I mean, I know like people probably like, Gary Lineker, you know, take the mick out of him, you know, his ears and shit. But like, you know, the Walkers, Chris Savage, all that crap. But like, he's actually on the game. The 89 card was amazing, absolutely amazing for me at the start of the game. So I'm kind of tempted by that to get that for this next round. And I was kind of really disappointed that in the last icon swap thing that he wasn't in it. Like even his like 89 wasn't in it. So his 92 is in this one. So he's one of the cards that I might look at. I mean, there's so many cards to choose from though. Like there's the Zambrotta, you know, Raul, Van der Sar. There's quite a few to kind of go for this time round. So I don't know. Especially like if we look further on, Blanc is actually quite beastie. Like this guy, the pros use him, man. Like he's got that defense as well. Like he's really good in defense, apparently as well. Like doesn't reflect well in the stats so much, but yeah, he's got 86 finishing, so that's pretty decent. You can move him back to like a CDM or just start normal centre mid, and he'll do a really good job for you in there. Definitely, yeah. Whew. Okay, yeah, decent. Alright, moving on. Yeah, only the 3-star weak foot. Oh man. Yeah, 6/4. I mean, yeah, CDM maybe 85 rated. You're paying 14 tokens for an 85 rated though. That's the thing. You're getting up there now. Look, even Sol Campbell, they're 89 rated. So I mean, I know, like I said before, like it's not all about the overall. Like sometimes it's not all about the attributes either. Sometimes You know, it's a funny old game, FIFA. You know what I mean? They need to make it a little bit more accurate. You know, like, because it's a bit strange. But then, like, us YouTubers will be out of work. You know, like we wouldn't be able to like come on here and like kind of tell you and say like, oh yeah, well that guy has good stats, but he's shit in game, or that guy's shit stats, but he's really good in game. So yeah, next one, Hernandez, their 90 rated striker. Again, he's got the 3-star weak foot. Alright, let's go back. What's the Lineker got? He's got the 4-star weak foot. So he's definitely over the 2. You got to go for him, right? He's got the 4-star skill moves. What's Lineker got? 3-star skill moves. I mean, it depends if you're like a real kind of skiller kind of player or not on that. So it's completely up to you. 5'9" though. High medium. Let's go into his proper stats here. 94 acceleration, 91 pace, 91 finishing. So a little bit less than Lineker. I think I said he's got like 95 finishing. So but 91 finishing is still pretty decent. And if you're still running with like strikers that are like in the sort of low 80s to mid 80s, then this is a bit of an upgrade to the 90. But obviously by the time that you get this, like 19 tokens, so by the time you get this, it's going to be even later into FIFA. That's what you got to think about as well. So by that time, there's going to be like people running around with like Team of the Year cards, you know, just like massive, overpowered like cards that are just gonna roll you over. But he's decent. Some people I've heard wouldn't go for him. Some people would go for him. It's all on your preference, I think, on who you go for. Again, another winger, left wing this time. So if you haven't got a left winger, maybe you want to be looking at this guy. 91 sprint speed, 88 acceleration. Ugh. I hate that, you know, with cards, with wingers, but just normal cards as well. When the acceleration's less than the actual sprint speed, I like the acceleration to be more and the sprint speed to be lower, if that's the case. I like them to be obviously the same, but if one's got to be lower, I prefer the sprint speed to be lower and then the acceleration like a little bit more, because then you feel, when you get the ball, you feel the card kind of push forward a little bit, whereas when you got the sprint speed really fast and then the acceleration low, it's sort of like you go really fast and then all of a sudden you get the ball and then you start dribbling and it doesn't seem to go. So that's that. 88 finish, 89. 77 balance. Yeah, nah. For winger, 6 foot as well. I don't know if I'll take that guy. Del Piero though, 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. This guy, this guy is gonna be good, man. 86 acceleration, 85 sprint speed, but you can whack, obviously, like, you know, cards on to make him a little bit quicker if you want to. He's got a 93 finishing as well. That's really good. That's he's only got the 73 balance though, so that's not too great. But he's got the 90 composure, 94 ball control, 94 dribbling. Yeah, this guy, this is probably one of the top strikers in the game. I think I think I've seen 1 or 2 pros use this guy. I'm not quite sure, but in previous FIFAs, but I don't know how about like this year. But like this guy, 5-star weak foot, that's what you got to think about as well. Usually when you get a card with a 5-star weak foot, and then you got to look at the finishing as well, 93. So 93 finishing, and he's got the 5-star weak foot. This guy can just score goals, man. So definitely recommend. I mean, that's why he's pricey as hell, man. 20 tokens to unlock this card. It's gonna put in a lot of work. Now this one's a bit controversial. I think everyone loves Ronaldinho, don't they? Like, come on, man. Ronaldinho, but the next one up, his next one up, has got 11 more pace than this one. He's only got 80 pace. Of course, he's got the 5-star skill moves, so if you use skillers and stuff like that, 4-star weak foot. But the pace lets him down, and a few other things just let him down in this card. Stamina 75. Just only 85 finishing as well. When you're looking at some of those other ones that are like, I know he's not a striker and he is a cam, so but you'd sort of want him like maybe a little bit more finishing on there. His volleys aren't too good. I mean, yeah, man. Like you kind of expect more because he's like Ronaldinho. There's going to be people that go for this guy. I mean, he's low as well, defensive and medium attacking, so he's not got that very high work rate. Yeah, he's just a bit disappointing. I think his next card up is the one that if you want a Ronaldinho, his next card up is the one you want to go for. That's because this is just poor, man. 80 pace. But there will be people that go for him. I'm not saying don't get him, but I just saying that in my opinion, I won't get him. The next one up has 11 more pace. Just look at that. Usually a card would have like 3 or 4 more pace, but they've really been stingy with him, and they've dropped this card to like 11 pace. So I mean, and it's 21 to unlock him as well. I mean, completely up to you guys on what you actually do, but yeah, I won't get him. Now this one here, you got Vieira and you got the SEN. Definitely looking at this, you go for the SEN, you do not go for the Vieira. It's 23, so 23 tokens that you need to trade in. That's just not worth it, the Vieira. He has got higher cards, the Vieira, if you want Vieira, but you're putting it all that work in, and he's only an 86, and he's just not. Apparently, he's just really, really terrible in game as well. Like, he's not. You want his next version up, basically. But SCN, 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. He's got that 85 pace, he's got 76 shot, 90 defending, 90 physical, 81. He is so good for the CDM position. He's not really got too much great finishing, so it's whether really what formation you're running. If you've got a formation where you're running like 2 sort of defensive midfielders or 1 defensive midfielder, and then you have like maybe 1 or 2 other midfielders kind of a bit further forward that are a bit more box to box or a bit more attacking, have that bit more better finishing about them, then this guy can come in behind, he can mop up, he can do all the kind of defensive stuff, and he's very, very good. He's like a kind of Kante type. He can actually, he's just very good in that position. Just got everything: strength, stamina, 90 defensive aware, 92 standing tackle, 91 sliding tackle. Absolute beast in that CDM position. High work rate as well, so very kind of dynamic. Let's just go into Vieira just for the sake of it, just because we have to look into every single one. You've got the 3-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, 6'4", so he's actually really big. He's an absolute tank as well. But just sprint speed okay, 80, and you don't want like 2. If it was less than that, then you'd be even worse. I'd be giving a really even like less of a rating on this guy. But obviously 80 sprint speed is actually not too bad for a centre midfielder at this point in the game. But you got to think about it as well, like 23 tokens it's going to take to get to this point. So obviously it's going to be further down the line in FIFA. It's going to be like February, March maybe, I'm not quite sure, but by the time you get that, so it's not going to be great by that time. That's going to be kind of a card maybe you would want now, not sort of towards the end of FIFA at all. Depends, like if you're an Arsenal fan, you're a Vieira fan, you might just think, oh no, what are you talking about, what are you chatting about? But like definitely, like this ain't the greatest one. There is a better one. I think EA have been really kind of stingy in putting this one in. That I think there's an absolute sort of much beastier, feastier Vieira than this one. And for 23 tokens, you're going to put in all that work and then only get this little Vieira rather than the much higher rated one, better one. Just seems like you put in all that work, and you're going to be a little bit. I think you're going to be a little bit disappointed, guys, with that. So definitely go for the SEN. A lot of guys are running the SEN. I think a lot of the pros are running SEN in their team. He's kind of that alternatives to sort of Kante, because he's an icon as well. He can actually link up with a lot more players than Kante can. Kante's French, so he can link up with quite a few, and he's Prem as well. But SCN is definitely one that you would go for if you're looking for a CDM. So let's kind of wrap up the video then, because I've been chatting for absolutely forever. There's been so many icons and things to go through here for this one, but yeah, definitely if you're going to go big style and you need a midfielder, or you need like a CDM as your midfielder, then SCN is the one you want to put in work. That's if you want to graft, and you will have to graft for a long time to unlock the icons, the icon tokens. So you got 23, so that's going to take some doing to get 23, and you might not get 23 at the end. There might be like one or two different difficult ones that you just can't get over the line. No matter how hard you try, you go up against someone online and it messes up and you can't get it. There's a legendary or maybe higher difficulty rating on the single player icon things, but you've got like this really poor, crappy little some far off league that only has like bronze players or silver players, and they expect you to like beat the game on squad battles with this crappy little team, and you're coming up against obviously much better players, and you just can't do it on that high difficulty with those that poor of players on your team. So you might miss out on one or two, so you might not get him. So then you're looking down, probably the next one down you would go for if you miss out, because I'm reckoning there's going to be about 24 of these tokens they're going to go for, because I think they did that last time. I don't think they did exactly 23. I think they did about 24 for you, so if you did actually miss one out, there was that opportunity. So yeah, so if you can get all 24, or you can get 23 out of the 24, you're a really talented FIFA player, definitely go and try and get this card, because this guy, he would last till the end of the game. I feel like as well. He's like a really good CDM. If you're looking for a CDM position though, because obviously there's like other positions in your squad that you might need to fill. He's not that great at shooting, but he's that CDM defensive midfielder type. So next one down. So if you do miss out on sort of 2-3 and you only end up with 20, I think Del Piero is a really good shout with the 5-star weak foot. I think he's a really good shout for that position, and he's centre forward, so you don't have to actually have him as striker. You can have him just behind. If you run in the formation that I've got with the 2 strikers and then the cam, he will go in the cam position just fine. As the centre forward, he will go in that position. So 85 pace. So yeah, I mean, he could go in there quite nicely, and he's got the 5-star and he's got the 93 finishing, so that's great. Next one down, he is pretty decent. But the 3-star weak foot, so maybe I would take someone else over him because he's got the 3-star weak foot. So definitely Del Piero, SCN. Lineker, I kind of want to go for Lineker. I don't know what you guys think about that one. Sol Campbell would be the good one. If you're looking for a centre back, go for Sol Campbell. Striker, Lineker, or cam / striker, Del Piero. CDM, you're looking for that, go for SCN. Right back, definitely. This is like probably the best value because it's only 11 tokens. So again, if you're not gonna end up really grafting on this, and you don't end up getting to like 14 tokens or more, then definitely go and try and get the Zambrotta card, because that's probably one of the best cards there. So Zambrotta, I would go for 11 tokens, only 11 tokens as well, so you don't have to graft that much. If you can get the 6 this time round, and then 6 next time round, well, you don't even need the full 6 next time round, but he would definitely be great. Not those 2. And then obviously if you're only going to end up with 10, then Raul, and then if you're going to end up with like maybe 6, then I'd go, and you want a goalkeeper, then Van der Sar. And you can also as well, you can mix it up. I mean, you can get 6 this time round, and then what you need, so you could get Van der Sar, and could you get Zambrotta as well and Van der Sar? Because that could be pretty decent for you guys as well. Like you get 6. Yeah, that's not too bad. So you could get a Zambrotta and Van der Sar quite nicely. If you're in the market for a goalkeeper and a right back, that's not too shabby. I would actually recommend doing that, because then at least you get two icons. But obviously if you want one ultimate icon, then you're going to be looking at a CDM, SDM. But if you don't want a CDM, you want a bit more of an attacking one, definitely Del Piero is up there. But if you can't quite get enough tokens to get Del Piero, then I'll look at Lineker. But then if you're looking at obviously like a centre back, definitely be looking at Campbell. Going back over everything again now. Right back, definitely Zambrota. Goalkeeper definitely would be nice. Van der Sar. So that's everything. That is absolutely everything. We've gone through the lot. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope this sort of helps you out in your decision. I'm still kind of a little bit unsure on what one I'm going for. I think a lot of people be still a little bit unsure until they actually play the game and then get in and see how many tokens that they're actually going to pick up on this. Obviously you're going to have a target, you're going to look and see, well, I want him, but it's when you actually get down to it and the objectives and see, okay, I can't do this objective, damn, like fuck, I can't do this one, okay, well I'm going to have to go for the next one down. And yeah, so it's completely on your ability as well on how you're going to get these objectives. But yeah, that is again everything, guys. So make sure you smash that like, share the video with your friends, and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.